For some reason, I have had to redo this video at least 8 times. Possibly more, as evidenced by the sign that I tore apart in frustration, demanding that this would be my last attempt. And then I started babbling. So, here we go. The inspiration for this post comes from an account that I follow on Instagram, @teenageactivist, activist with 2 T's. Follow her. She posts a lot of cool stuff, interesting, thoughtful, insightful. Makes me optimistic for the youth of today. And I might as well have just said back in the old days, because I just aged myself by like a billion years. So yesterday, @teenageactivist 2 T's shared something about how women who don't wear makeup judge women who do wear makeup. And I was like, well, fuck, I thought it was the other way around. I mean, I literally roll out of bed and show up for things in yoga pants and whatever else I can pull together, unless there's a camera around. And then I bother putting on a teensy bit of makeup. Today, almost none. It's been a long day. But I really thought I was being judged for not giving a shit about what I look like every day, or for not bothering to do my hair or put on makeup. I thought that the other women were judging me. And now here I have someone pointing out, no, women who don't wear makeup judge those that do. And I don't know who's right and who's wrong, or if we're both right and wrong, or if no one's right and it's all sorts of anarchy. But either way, it made me think about women, aggression, and social psychology. So women's aggression tends to be more covert versus men's overt. Men are more likely to be physically aggressive, whereas women are more likely to isolate people, or, ice out, or make them feel alone. Or now we also engage in bullying. We simply do it through online social media, rather than all the old-fashioned ways of like whispering and passing notes, although I'm sure that happens as well. Why do we do this? The only way to be a part of something, a tribe or a group, is if we're on the inside and other people are on the outside. So you gotta be part of a group, and you gotta make other people suck because they belong on the outside. It's a survival literally and metaphorically. A tribe is safety in life, and also your tribe helps you define your identity. Women who wear makeup, women who don't wear makeup, working moms, stay-at-home moms, and in college it was this major versus that major. The list goes on and on. You define yourself by the group that you are a part of, as well as the groups that you are not a part of. It's just a thing we do. It's in theory, it really helps our identity, self-esteem, self-awareness. In actuality, it's just another form of racism and bigotry, which, gosh, we don't have enough of those around, do we? And groups are kind of mean. You know how you figure out what's acceptable in a group and what's not? It's not by like morals or ethics or standards or even the law. In fact, what it's about is actions and punishments. Actions and punishments. So being a member of a group, a good, abiding citizen of a group, not law-abiding, purposely left that out, is really based on what other people do and then what happens to them. That sounds vague and shitty, and like things that should not be acceptable are made acceptable if the group accepts them. Don't like it. So there are a lot of problems, but we are going to highlight 4 main problems with groups. And yes, once again, I wrote notes. You can't read them, it doesn't count. Rule number 1. You conform to the group rules or you peace out. And if you don't leave, you get kicked out. Yep, that increases the feelings. I'm gonna keep going, damn it. That increases the feelings of superiority within the group and inferiority about those outside the group. 2, that group is really dangerous. Want to know why? There's something called the risky shift phenomena. Here's what happens. You kind of like something. Like, there is an Italian restaurant in town that I kind of like. But people are constantly telling me how good this place is, and it's the only place people go, and on Wednesday nights there's this, and on Sunday nights there's this. And so pretty soon, I'm pretty sure that that's the best place to go for Italian in this town. It's not, it's really not. But if it weren't, why would everyone else be talking about it, right? That's the risky shift phenomena. That whole group mentality tends to put things, rather than being in that safe middle of meh, it sort of moves people to like extreme highs or extreme lows. So there's a reason there's that one cool nail salon, or that one cool sushi restaurant, or that one cool Orange Theory workout. It's because people kind of like it, and then some people really like it, and then we all really like it, and it's all we ever post about it. And literally, unless they are literally giving out something exciting and sexual at this place, whether it be Orange Theory or CrossFit, I don't understand what all the hype is about, except it's kind of about the group. Man, I did this today, I did that today, awesome, support, love, you're in the group. What happens if you get an injury? I don't know. I guess you're not as much part of the group anymore. You better work through that injury so you can stay there, so you know who you are. A hashtag fit mom, right? So yeah, that can be frightening to me, if not to you. And also, you'll end up going to the wrong sushi restaurant that's not that good. Number 3, group phenomena. We all, yeah, I'm guilty. Every group has a leader, and that leader usually has certain qualities, usually louder or outspoken. They sound confident, they are confident, and they sound pretty damn sure of everything they say, even if it's fucking crazy. Also, they're attractive. Think about the leader in your group. Are they always right, or do they just sort of fit the bill on these things? I'm guessing it's the latter. Why? Well, physical attractiveness is usually the sign of better genes, better potential mate. And again, back to the tribe mentality, like better mate, bigger tribe, better access to, goods and services and water. And it's this like snowball effect. So we follow the leader, but is the leader right? I don't know. Depends on what they're leading and what their background is and what their motivations are. So there's a phenomenon called groupthink. Yes, I was consulting my notes. And groupthink is where the leader's ideas tend to be echoed, and anyone that disagrees or dissents from that opinion, they sort of are shushed. Purposely, accidentally, it's unclear. Probably a little bit of both, getting back to the covert and overt aggression. And what happens then? You've got one group, one opinion. Because God forbid there are 2 opinions, then that group breaks apart, and then all the pluses of being in the group fall apart. You don't get to figure out who you are, you don't get to stand with people, you don't get that tribe advantage. So you better be a mean girl or else. That's kind of what that groupthink does. And lastly, not just as part of the group does the groupthink affect you, but also as an individual, being in a group affects you. How? If you've studied psychology, you were a psych major, you took an intro psych class, you might be familiar with the whole Kitty Genovese story. Or SVU, you've probably seen it there too. Long story short, Kitty Genovese was attacked and possibly raped in an apartment complex where many people were around, and supposedly all ignored her screams, cries, pleas for help because they thought someone else would handle this. The details of this case are not what I just presented, and you should totally look it up because that's a little video in and of itself. But what is clear by this Kitty Genovese half-fabricated example, or by simple logic, is when you are part of a group, a crowd, your anonymity rises and your self-awareness, individuality, sense of responsibility for right and wrong, moral, etc. falls. So now you're part of a group that's operating by like a hot, charismatic, probably narcissistic leader who doesn't necessarily know what's right from wrong, but really thinks they do. And suddenly, that burn book from Mean Girls makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? Yes. So, ladies, choose your friends wisely. Don't identify yourself solely by a group, and keep your mind and heart open, even if you are part of a group of friends you like. I don't know, just a thought. Gonna go watch Mean Girls.